Hey there and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a Sunday restock. I'm going to check out the garden. I found some really exciting things out there and we are just going to get set for a new week ahead. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen and I love to do all things homemaking, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay guys, let's get motivated together to get this house restocked for a new week. Day while I was shopping, my husband went ahead and cleaned the backyard, and I bet the chickabooms are back in. They poop a lot out here. Oh, I see. Look at you babies. Oh, Salty, I love you so much. They're all so cute. I also have Lucy over there. Tomorrow we are going to come through here and actually clean all of this stuff out. We're going to get rid of a lot of it. And then, oh, we got this at Home Goods. Isn't that cute? My daughter's ordered that. I've never had one before, but the sound is really beautiful. So, is this dill? What? Oh my gosh. What a wonderful surprise to come out and see. Wow. And a poisonous mushroom. Okay, that's really exciting, you guys. I think I might start prepping my garden. You know what? Maybe today. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's slow down. Tomorrow, we're going to put down all the straw for the chickens. Look at how cute and happy. And just get this all cleaned up in here. It got really messy during the winter. And then I'm going to slowly start turning this soil over. I got some thyme going on in here and some sage, something dead. Look at this mint. You guys, I haven't been out in my garden in so long. Oh my God. I might have to make a mint drink this afternoon because that sounds delicious. This garden bed's looking really good. We don't have any volunteers. We're going to be building a giant, why did I say giant? It's not that big, but like a longer bed here for, I think tomatoes and herbs. I may even take these out and put beds along here for herb gardens. And then we don't really grow too much over here, but anyway, I'm getting very excited. I like these hedges, but we're going to find out if we can transplant these to the front yard. Gardeners should be trimming these up, but they haven't. So, anywho, very exciting. Then we are going to barbecue today. I'm going to barbecue some chicken. I need to wash Teddy's shoes. I don't know what's in here. Oh, kids painting stuff. I need to throw that away. They had a little painting. It was so beautiful yesterday. They did some painting and they made this like Barbie pool party. I'm still playing with it, so happy to leave it out here. And then we need to put that away. It's their tent. But here's all their crafts they were using to do some painting. And we're going to barbecue. I might even clean out here. I don't know. I got to go look at the weather. If it's going to keep raining, I'm not going to bother. Oh, and my husband made the bed, so I'm kind of like free will today. Okay. Okay, we have the this is my Robo-Rock. It is vacuuming and mopping. And then let me show you our groceries. I have all kinds of exciting recipes coming up this week. I will definitely be linking them like I used to. I'm trying to make more time for that. We have 2 different chicken recipes for this. I love these candles, and the one I have in my office is like almost dead, so I got 2 more of those. They're very good. I get them from Target. They're a little pricey, but they last a really long time. This is the dino kale that I talk about all the time on my channel. This is what it looks like. You can pick this up anywhere. Some places call it Tuscan kale, but it's very I don't know, it's just more buttery. It's not as like, not sour, that's not the right word, but it's just delicious. Just trust me. Just try it. Trust me, you'll love it. We're doing grapes, and then here are all the kids' snacks for the week. So these are just grab and goes for their lunch boxes, and then just some little snacks so that if the kids come home from school wanting to make popcorn, I could just grab that. And then these are micro arugula. That's going to go with this sandwich recipe. And that's it. I did get the ciabatta rolls, and then when I went to Whole Foods, I saw that they had the model English muffins in, which are my absolute favorite. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then basil, garlic, cauliflower. My kids love cauliflower, and I'm grateful that they do, so I got more of that. And then green onion, I like to chop these up, add them to salads, all kinds of different recipes. So not a huge haul for the week, but we are going to get prepping. So oftentimes you guys will ask me how I do my weekly meal prep, and it actually, what has been working for me for quite some time is I actually go to the grocery store and I look at things that are in season. I typically shop at Whole Foods. We used to have this amazing market here called Largus, but it went out of business. It was family owned. It had the greatest produce. There's another market here called Browns Valley Market that I might start shopping at because they also have amazing produce, and they're not that far from here. The reason I go to that grocery store at Whole Foods is because it's right next to Target and Trader Joe's, like it's all in one area. So what I like to do is kind of get inspired, and I saw this giant leek, and I thought how delicious it would be to make a leek and portobello mushroom risotto. And then I was thinking, like, what kind of protein would be good with that? So I found these little diced pancettas that look so good. This would be a delicious little quick recipe with a side salad. So that was one idea. So I picked everything up I would need for that. I already have risotto in the pantry. So that was one idea. And then when I went to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, I saw this. This is the Spanish chorizo. And then they also have a jamon that I like to use for that sandwich that our whole family just absolutely loves. So I was like, okay, that'll be one other meal. Tonight we are going to be doing barbecue chicken. I already have the marinade over there, my husband did. And then I'm going to do a second one of the chipotle chicken because I've been enjoying that during the week to throw into my salads. And then, so that takes me to 3 different meals so far. By the time Thursday comes around, I kind of like want to see where we're at. I'll probably end up doing a fish, which I would typically want to buy day of. So, anywho, so that's kind of how this went. I felt like the leeks that I could find only had like this much that was white, so I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on all the green part. So I'm going to substitute another leek for some shallots, and I think that would be delicious. And then I also have some vegetables for tonight. So we'll do some asparagus and some zucchini, just chop that up, roast it, kids will eat that, which makes it easy. And then what else do I have? And then I just have a bunch of snacks for the kids. So what I'm going to do now is start to clean out the refrigerator, clean everything. So we take all the fresh produce over to the sink. We're going to get everything cleaned, chopped, cut up, and put into the refrigerator. And that's pretty much what I do on Sundays just to get started for the week. I really feel like it cuts down on time, especially when I'm about to go make either lunch or dinner. I don't have to waste an extra 20 minutes. Hi, Robo Rock. Prepping ingredients. So let's get to cleaning. So typically on Sundays around lunchtime, I will throw an apron on and start to clean all of my fruits and vegetables for the week ahead. I typically like to wear an apron just to keep the clothes I'm wearing for that day nice and dry. It gets very wet in here when I'm trying to clean all the vegetables and the fruit. So that's a nice thing to kind of add if you are going to be doing prep like I do. Just always wear an apron so that way you don't have to change afterwards. But the first thing I like to do is get all of my fruits and vegetables kind of laid out and get all of my strainers. I link these strainers down below. You can usually find them on Amazon or Home Goods is where I found mine, and they're great deals on both. So If you're looking for a similar strainer to the ones that I'm going to use today, you can definitely check the links down below. So I like to lay everything out, and then I actually categorize things by what needs to be prepped and what can be cleaned and put into a different container. I oftentimes like to do different containers so everything kind of fits nicely into the refrigerator. You're going to see that later in this video. But to get started, I'm going to add a little bit of water and some vinegar to my strainers and get washing. Tell us in the comments down below, what are your Sunday routines to get prepped for the week ahead? I always do food prep. We have lots of kids in and out of our house throughout the weekend, and I always find that we're really low on food. And I also find that if I prep food on Sunday, it really helps me start Monday a little bit smoother. Monday is always kind of a rough day because the kids are, getting back into their weekday of like their routines for their Monday through Friday and school and all of that. The other thing I really like to do is to lay out all the kids' clothes with them every single Sunday, and I also like to block schedule for the week ahead. I'd love to know what things you do that really help you stay productive and focused prior to the week ahead. I always am looking for good tips. You guys have always been so kind to share what's been working for you. So tell us in the comments down below, what are your must-do things on Sunday to make sure that you are prepped for the week ahead? Now that I have almost all of my fruits and vegetables done, the last thing I need to do is this leek, and it was so dirty. This is just a friendly reminder to always wash your fruits and vegetables, whether it says organic or not. You should always wash them because they are very dirty. And oftentimes they do have pesticides and things like that. So do your part to make sure that you're feeding your family nice and healthy, clean things. So now that I have all of this prepped, I am going to actually start my marinade. So I need at least 2 hours on that. My husband made one. I have to ask him for the recipe before I post this because I don't actually know. I know that it had like soy sauce and brown sugar and some other things, but it was excellent. I will get the recipe and I'll write it down below. And then I'm going to make mine, which is a chipotle marinade with all you have to do is get a can of chipotles and adobo sauce and add, I like to put in a little bit of apple cider vinegar, mix that up, and then maybe a little bit of salt and pepper. But honestly, if you just put the chipotles and adobo sauce chopped up in a bowl, throw the chicken in, it's just as delicious. I love that it's not that spicy. If you want it spicy, I highly recommend adding in some cayenne pepper or some type of spice, because the barbecue really cuts down on the chipotle spiciness, which is kind of a bummer because I love things spicy. The other thing I would recommend if you are a food prepper for the week, you can cook this chicken. I'm just using skinless, boneless chicken thighs. You can use this, barbecue it, and then put it in the refrigerator. I had some leftovers, and I had that kale that I'm going to chop here in a little bit. And all I did was throw that in a bowl and some salad dressing, and it was super delicious, already pre-made. So if you're looking for those types of recipes, I highly recommend that. This is my husband's marinade. Looks like it has green onions too. I'm going to get the recipe for you guys because it was outstanding. And then I am going to whip up mine, and we're going to get these on the barbecue. While our chicken is marinating, I'm going to go ahead and chop everything up and get it into the refrigerator. Some of this, like the zucchini, I'm going to be barbecuing. Some of this I'm going to leave in the refrigerator for the week ahead. But I always like to get everything nice and chopped up prior to putting it in there. Like I said earlier in this video, I really like that it cuts down on time when I get home from work, whatever I'm going to make for that week, the mushrooms, green onions, asparagus, whatever it is, I already have it chopped and ready to go. It really does create a much easier process when it comes to making dinner or cooking anything. Also, if you're going to have like a summer barbecue or something like that, always prep your food well in advance of the event. That way you're not stressed the day of. I'm going to pile up all the vegetables we're going to be cooking on the barbecue on this platter that was my mom's, and then we are going to prep everything for the week ahead and put them in the refrigerator nice and tidy and clean and prepped. Now I have everything cleaned and prepped. Everything that I'm going to be needing for the first 3 recipes for dinner this week are prepped and will be in the refrigerator. The other thing I need to do is put away all of the snacks that we need for the kids. So we're going to head into the pantry and get those put away. Here is everything we have prepped today. I've got all kinds of recipes that will go with everything we have prepped here. And I've got our chicken marinating, and I also have all these delicious vegetables we're going to grill up. I decided to grill up some jalapenos just to kick up the spice in these dishes. But we are going to get all of the fruits and vegetables put into the refrigerator nice and organized. And then we're going to head into the pantry and get all of our snacks put away as well. I typically try to restock the pantry with different snacks each week. That way we mix it up. Their kids aren't getting the same thing every single week. This week I wanted to try some of these new, these are called Made Good. I did not care for the cookies. I'm not going to lie, they were not good. But some of these other snacks were really yummy, but those were not my favorite. So this week we're going to be doing some Nature Bakery bars. Those are really good if you haven't tried them. My kids love seaweed. One of our favorite ways to enjoy those is just get one piece of seaweed and then wrap it around either a cucumber or avocado. It is so good if you're looking for a really quick snack. I like to eat that at work. They're hard to travel, so I would say we usually only do it here at the house when the kids are here. I wouldn't put it in their lunch because the seaweed gets all like soft and gross. Anyway, I'm going to put all these snacks away and then we are going to get barbecuing. I'm not totally sure how, but there was popcorn on the grill, so I needed to clean that. But look at this beautiful evening as the sun is setting. It's just so beautiful and peaceful here. So I have chicken ready to go. I couldn't find any of my kebab sticks, so I'm going to go ahead and just roast these vegetables, which was a bit of a bummer because I would have preferred that they be barbecued. So that was just something I need to add to my list for the following Sunday to pick up because it is barbecuing season. It has been so warm here. It's in the 80s this week. We live in Northern California and it has been just absolutely beautiful. All the trees in our neighborhood are all blossoming and it's just, I think I used to be a fall person, you guys, but I think I'm turning into a spring and summer girl. I don't know. Tell me how you guys have been dealing with the daylight savings. Are you as tired as I am? Because I have been very sleepy. So we're going to pop this in the oven and then I'm actually going to grab some cookies my kids made and get those put in a bag as well. Since I can tell the kids are getting hungry, I wanted to put some healthy snacks out. One of my kids just got home from a play date today, so I want to make sure they eat something healthy. I find that if I don't put out healthy snacks, they just end up eating all the snacks that I got in the pantry. So We are going to have a couple healthy snacks while we wait for dinner, and here are the cookies that we made. They were so delicious. Since my husband just got back from his run, I am going to actually put him on barbecue duty. I was going to do it myself. I didn't know what time he was going to be back, so that means I have a little freed up time. So I'm going to actually do a tablescape for dinner tonight. I don't always do these, but I really do like to set the table for dinner. I like to keep things more formal, which is also why I asked my husband to bring home our big long table from the Victorian. I really miss doing tablescapes. I really miss having formal dinners. This house doesn't have a formal dining room, but we were able to make some space. So definitely hit the subscribe button so you can see how that turns out. I am so excited. I already filmed 3 different Easter tablescapes that are so cute. Each one I thought was going to be, I thought I was going to love the pink one, but the blue and white turned out really beautiful. And then this really beautiful green one as well. I'll be posting that as soon as I get it edited. I'll get it up for you guys. So we're just going to get barbecuing. Let's head into the kitchen and get some tablescapes going for dinner. So here's how our tablescape for tonight turned out. I wanted to go with like kind of a fun green theme. I really love doing tablescapes, you guys. It's one of my favorite things. Since our vegetables are still cooking, I decided I wanted to get a head start on the dishes, and my husband's still out there barbecuing, so I wanted to just get everything put away and cleaned up. Some of the other things I really like to do on Sunday is get the kids' backpacks laid out and their shoes laid out. I try to think about my future self and what will make my life easier. So oftentimes I will try to do things like that. We also clean their backpacks out typically on Fridays when they get home. Like that's the first thing I ask them to do is please clean out your backpacks. And it also helps me understand if they have projects or any homework that will be due on Monday. There's nothing worse than waking up on Monday and realizing the kids had homework to do over the weekend and we didn't get it done. So other little things I like is our kids' school actually puts everything online. So we also have a family calendar that shows when major projects are due. Really helps me organize everything that goes on with the kids as well. So I'm going to get everything cleaned up in here, and then we are going to prep for the day ahead. I don't know about you guys, but there is something so satisfying about cleaning my sink. I cannot wait for us to gut this kitchen and redo it. My husband and I have been actually doing kind of planning out a couple projects. One, we're going to be getting this whole kitchen hopefully this summer. Kind of just depends. We have a lot of projects coming up. The other thing we're doing is building a, I think 12-foot bookshelf, kind of like where the maps are on that side wall when you first walk into the living room area. And then we also have a couple other projects upstairs. I won't be showing those because it's for our kids' rooms, but I will also be doing like hardwood floors up there and redoing their bathrooms and there's like this one little play area. I think I've shown that before, like up, it's kind of like a loft area. That area we're thinking of enclosing and turning that into a second office for us because my husband and I both work a ton from home. So I'm thinking of doing that. But anyway, I've got a million projects and half the time. Now that dinner is off the barbecue, I'm going to get our salad ready to go. Since everything's prepped, this literally took me seconds to do. I'm going to do a little bit of that kale. I love green onions and kale. I've also been loving radishes recently, so we're going to throw those in there. And I totally forgot to go pick some dill out of the garden, but as I'm doing this voiceover, it's on my list of things to do, but I did have some chopped up in the refrigerator already, so I'm just going to add that to this salad as well. And then I absolutely love this jalapeno ranch. It is not spicy whatsoever, which is kind of a bummer, but at least my kids will eat it. So that actually is a win. But then I did add some fresh jalapenos from the barbecue to my salad, and it was so delicious. I'm going to go ahead and eat with the kids, and then I will come back and show you what I do with the rest of my Sunday evening. Now that dinner is done, I have the kitchen cleaned and we are going to prep for the day ahead. I always like to put the coffee in the coffee maker. That way in the morning, all I have to do is push the button. I always put our cups out. My husband and I typically get up between 4:30 and 5:30. Just kind of depends. If I'm super tired, I will sleep until 6:30, but it's just nice to have that all laid out and ready to go. I also like to put the kids' backpacks by the front door before I head up to do their night routine and then my night routine. I also like to make sure they have the shoes by the front door. Sometimes they'll do this. It kind of just depends on what we have going on in the evening, but I always make sure it's done so that I don't have to scramble with them first thing in the morning. I hope you guys had a wonderful Sunday reset with me. I will see you in the next video very soon. I have a lot of Easter decorating coming up, so definitely subscribe if you like that kind of content, and I'll see you soon. Bye!